Are we live, folks? Hope we are. Going to check really quickly. As I put this beautiful track on, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DVW Table Talk. I am your host, as always, Tony Sparacio, the voice of DVW, here to run down a whole bunch of things for you tonight. Is everybody excited for the first installment of DVW Table Talk? Oh yes, I thought so. Great audience here tonight in the studio apartment here as we run down the news of DVW. We have plenty of things to take a bite out of right now, as we have a few news stories here. First one being because of the altercation on Twitter that Johnny Farmer and the family have altercated, we will be seeing at their next pay-per-view, DVW on Tour, that it will be a 2-on-3 handicap match for the tag titles because of a comment that Farmer said, saying that, quote, he can take on all three of them. It's going to be great to see this fantastic match. Just waiting to see as we're already seeing some of the roster members in the back. As some seem confused, some seem excited. As next bit of news, we have a confirmation that yes, Eric DeVille is the number one contender for the DVW World Champion. And we might be hearing from him later on today. Who knows? I've heard that he's in the studio apartment, but we are not too sure on that. We also will be running down the card for episode 8 of DVW Table Time, as it is going to be, first off, we're going to have Matthew Moretti taking on Leo Khan of the Islanders. You would think that the rest of the Islanders are going to be at ringside. Their next, Siler Jordan taking on A.R. Slater, former tag team champion, as Siler looks to go for the tag belts themselves. Next, as we were seeing on Twitter, actually I'm going to leave that for last, even though it's about a minute of the card away. We're going to see for the final time Carolyn Swift and Roxanne Dean. We're going to see, surprisingly, the number one contender and world champion teaming up together against the two men that tried to be the number one contenders before, Eli Robledo and Elijah Maverick. We have Lucy Ferdinand, the new number one contender for the DVW United States champion, taking on the owner, Riley Wolf. And in the main event, we will have Chef Stompy versus Brandon Kay in a tables match. But speaking of tables matches, third on the card, which is I skipped for a reason, because we're going to have one of those opponents on the show right now. It's going to be in a tables match, Jeff Matthews versus Cody Hagan. And if I'm correct, Jeff is going to come down right now. Jeff, where are you? Crowd is waiting for you. Where are you, Jeffy? Don't leave the crowd hanging. Get in here, Jeff. Where are you what are you doing? Come on, Jeff. We got him? Is he here? Jeff, can you hear me? Can I hear you? Are you there, Jeff Matthews? Hello, Jeff. I think your mic might be off. There he is! Jeff Matthews, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for him one more time. As the crowd is going wild for you. Good to see you, Jeff. How you feeling? You feeling good?
Very good, Larry. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you. Like I said, at the next episode of DVW Table Time, as please, gentlemen, I know, ladies and gentlemen, I know you're excited to see Jeff Matthews, but we got a show to do here, damn it. We have a show to do here. Yes, Jeff, you at the next episode of DVW Table Time, you are going to be facing Cody Hagan. How do you feel about that? I know there was an altercation on Twitter. Could you run us by what happened?
I know like Cody Hagan always want me. I remember like the past always hit me in the past. I beat Hagan a bunch of times in GBW. Back when I was in Anarchy. But now I got released in Anarchy, and look at me, I'm a lone soldier of Phenomenal Force. But I'm going to give Hagan like I got. I'm going to beat the shit out of that man. But I get the point here in Reckless and Tense. But Hagan, I hope you're fucking listening, my dude.
Whoa.
No one don't mess with me because you're lucky I don't have my old attire was, what is it, the Tokyo Ghoul attire back in GBW. But I still have it in storage. But just remember, Hagan, if you want a table match, you just fucking ask. Don't be a oversized simp rookie who want to fight. I know I put 2 people in the table match. And that one guy, remember that one guy I remember I faced, Riley? Do you remember that?
Well, first of all, it's Tony. Excuse me. It's Tony Sparacio.
Well,
and are you talking about your first opponent, Mads Murray?
Matt Murray, the guy, I give the guy credit. He is the good opponent. GG to him and Quinn, other guy, but he is. I did it like what 30 seconds.
Yeah, you took away somebody that at one point took it to the former DVW I Am the Tables champion Jimmy Darrow. If you have not watched that match, I implore you, ladies and gentlemen, the viewers at home, to go back and watch it. DVW Bombshell, it was quite the match. It was crazy. I highly recommend watching that match back if you ever get the time. That's DVW Bombshell, semi-main event, Mads Murray and Jimmy Darrow in an Iron Man tables match, which we're going to be seeing Darrow, if I'm not mistaken, on our last segment here. But, Jeff, very impactful words to say the least. And what would you have to say to Cody Hagan if he somehow maybe came here on this talk show? Would you be able to contain yourself?
If Hagan would come back on here, I would put him in the table. Matter of fact, I might put him in an announce table if I fucking have to. Like, if I fucking have to, I might hit him with a twist of fury on him. Matter of fact, I'm fucking tombstone on his head. Busted his head open, easy and out.
Wow. Well, whatever you do, don't touch my table. This is a beautiful table.
Hey, I know your table is nice and clean. I know we in the COVID-19. I had to look at the table. We had to make sure that nice
social
and clean.
distancing, please.
Indeed it is, but...
Yeah, strong words from Jeff Matthews. Well, thank you for your time, Jeff. It was good seeing you, good hearing from you. I'm excited to see your match. Jeff Matthews, everyone. Round of applause for him.
Thank you very much, Riley. Thank you for having me.
No problem. All right. Next up on the protocol, I believe, wait a minute. Who is this? Whoa. Is that? Oh my God. Brandon Ace, is that you?
No.
What?
It's Charlie Sheen. Who the hell you think it is?
Whoa! The one and only Brandon Ace, star of Everywhere, current Apex Tag Team Champion. I could list your accolades all day. And this might be a DVW show, but we can talk about whatever the hell you want here. How are you doing today, Brandon Ace?
I'm feeling complete and utter shit right now that I had to waste my valuable time coming to this
Whoa!
show. You didn't even have any serviceable catering. Are you kidding me? The food quality is like 3.5 stars. You should be fucking ashamed. Someone with my talents, who's been all over the world, winning titles, making a name for myself, should have the finest up in this bitch.
Whoa, what words from Brandon Ace as... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Cody Hagan is here. Whoa. Things are going out of control right now.
Here we
Hang on
go
a second, hang on a
again.
second. I thought the show was 8 o'clock. Why isn't it 9 o'clock? What the fuck? No one told me. It was 8 o'clock.
we were
Hey,
at a 9 o'clock crunch time, but look, it's Cody Hagen, ladies and gentlemen, here crashing Brandon Ace's segment.
I heard you were talking shit. Wait, where's Jeff?
oh great, it's Jobber. Toby.
Whoa, wow, very strong words from Brandon Ace.
Wait, where's Jeff? I thought someone told me.
Oh well, Jeff just finished up, and we were just talking to Brandon Ace, and we're going to be talking about how his sibling rivalry has been bleeding over to DVW. But Cody, while you're here, could I ask you a few questions if you don't mind, Brandon?
Yeah, fine. I'll let the Jobber talk.
Oh,
Save the
okay,
best for
Jeff.
last.
Okay.
Well, let's not get out of hand here.
Yeah, trash talk, motherfucker.
As Cody, as it has been announced that you actually are going to be getting this table match that you've been asking management for a while now, and you're going to be getting it against a formidable rival of yours throughout the past in Jeff Matthews. What are your thoughts going into this?
I'll just kill the bastard.
Oh, what strong words. It seems like you have confidence.
Yeah, I'll fucking kill. I'll burn him to death.
Wow. Very strong words from Cody Hagen. Well, it was good having you on, but I think we might need to move back over to Brandon Ace. So, without a round of applause for Cody Hagen. As we move back on to Brandon Ace, my apologies.
Oh, thank God. I thought the clown would ever leave. Now on to important business. What do you want to talk about?
Now, just last night, you successfully defended your Apex Tag Team Champions against the Horsemen. Now, are you a bit of ashamed of how that matchup took place? How it was barely a count-out victory? Are you ashamed that you weren't able to actually pin the Horsemen's shoulders on the mat in a championship match?
Look at my face. Does it look like I'm ashamed?
Well, unfortunately, the viewers at home can't see it. But yeah.
Well, it's pretty much in the look of not giving a rat's ass. It's not my fault that Mr. Austin threw me back in the ring, and that was his own fault. Blame himself, not me.
I see. Well, would you like to eventually defend those titles in a different circumstance against the Horsemen one more time? Or do you think you're done with them and would like to move on to greener pastures?
I would say probably, but they're going to have to earn their way. Like, nothing in this business is given free. I don't give no handouts. I ain't no freaking babyface like Cody or these idiots.
Very, very interesting words from Brandon. Now, moving on to your presence in DVW. You haven't even stepped foot in a DVW ring, and just your mere presence is felt throughout our minor show 3D with your younger brother Damian Ace being our inaugural Next Gen champion. Now, how proud of an older brother do you feel knowing that your little brother has won his first championship in all of CAW?
Well, I can't say I'm surprised. I knew he was going to win the whole tournament. I mean, just look at him. He has the size, strength, and speed, along with athleticism, to be a champion, regardless what belt he gets.
Yeah, definitely. Once I laid my eyes on Damian Ace calling his first match, I knew that he was going to be someone to mess with. Now, about your other brother, your half brother, if I'm not mistaken, Xavier Williams, has been aligning himself with
Yes.
JD Rec. How do you feel about that personally, knowing that your brother is not really looking towards his blood, but looking more towards his paycheck and just the numbers advantage? Are you kind of disappointed that he would associate with someone as vulgar and despicable as JD?
Sadly, I am not surprised because he's always been like this. Like, he's always blamed me for his excuses because he blames me that my father went with my mother. At that time, I didn't even know I had a half brother until I was 18, and I wanted to reconcile, but he chose to take his anger out on me, and now he's taking it out on me and my younger brother. So I can't say I'm surprised he chose to align himself with someone like JD Rex.
Yes, definitely. Well, is it going to be ever possible that we're going to be ever seeing Brandon Ace in a DVW ring? Do you think that would ever be possible?
I mean, it could happen, but it depends on the circumstances. Like, I'm trying because I got a busy schedule. Like, I'm trying to, as you kind of realize on GPW, I'm trying to go for that television title. Sadly, it's in the hands of the Demented, and Austin Conte's getting the next shot, but I'm a patient person. And there are some other things. I'm training with, well, a person who's in DVW, Siler
Oh,
Jordan.
really?
Yeah.
What do you think about Siler actually teaming up with Johnny Farmer? Surprising. You would think a surprising tag team, but if you see how they promo, they are very much one and the same. They are very egotistical in nature. Do you think it's actually a wise pairing for Siler to continue to do?
I think it is. Like, it's his choice. I can't tell what he can and cannot do. And also for Johnny Farmer, he's a good person. He has potential. I could see him in the big leagues one day, like he is from he's from Baltimore, just like me. Well, we've shown that people from Baltimore can be just as talented because there aren't many wrestlers from Charm City.
Yeah. I would definitely say, especially in COD, the Baltimore wrestling scene is up there as one of the best, I would say. And I'm glad that it brought you here to the dance in all of CAW. And I thank you for your time, Brandon Ace. Round of applause for Brandon Ace, everyone. Thank you so much for coming here. As we move on to our next.
Oh yeah. Next thing. Bring better fucking catering. Ass wipes. Fuck.
We'll definitely work on that. Let's hope the door didn't hit him on his ass. Well, moving on to our next segment, as we possibly might be having the former DVW I Am the Champions, I'm the Table Champions. Excuse me. I'm at a loss for word after being so disrespected of our catering. What was that? What the hell? What the hell?
One shot kid.
It's not.
Tick tock. Tick tock. Tick tock. When the time comes, that championship will be coming to the hands of the wicked. When the time comes, that championship will be coming to Eric DeVille. You ain't seen nothing yet. See you next time.
Well, that was strange. Our speakers just got hijacked just there, but as I was saying, moving on to our final segment of the night, as we are going to bring in the former DVW I Am the Tables champion, the one and only Jimmy Darrow. Round of applause for Jimmy Darrow as he makes his way here. Round of applause as he makes his way over to the seat where he can be heard. There he is. Welcome to the show, Darrow. Good to see you.
I've been having a weird day today, man. I was sitting in catering. I saw Cody Hagen book it down the hallway.
Shit.
What the hell's...
I don't know. And there's something wrong with our sound department, it seems. There's some audio levels. I don't think we'll be having them anymore, but yeah, it's been quite the strange first episode of DVW Table Talk, but that's how we do it here in DVW.
Disaster. This sounds like it's going to be a disaster. I couldn't even get a microphone that works.
Well, I think we're good now. So,
Yeah, we're definitely.
so
decent.
Darrow, before we move on to how you've been able to do in DVW, congratulations on the GPW debut. Amazing shock.
Thank you. Just saw.
And it was this past Outlaw. You had your in-ring debut as well against Chef Stompy, if I'm correct.
Yeah, good old Stompy likes to keep popping up.
Yeah, and actually, speaking of Stompy, with that win on GPW, that means you guys are 1-1. Could that possibly lead to you getting back at the DVW I Am the Table's champion?
No, it's crazy. Not a day goes by the thought in my head. I don't have the memory of what happened at the pay-per-view. Him putting me through that last table, it haunts me. It does. And I don't know if everybody's remembered. I don't know how well people's memory is. But I am the first, numero uno. I am the table champion. By all matters, I am quite literally the damn table. Stompy could put anybody who he wants to one. You never forget you're first. So I would love to get that one last shot to get that rubber match and make sure he remembers who the fuck I am.
Wow, what very intense, Jimmy Darrow, and just wow. I would think that management's listening on and they are taking note to you wanting to get back at that DVW I Am the Table's champion.
I'd sure hope so if they're not too busy freaking signing my weird ass friend from Stillwater who's now a demon. What the hell's going on around here? My God. I had to avoid her in the hall all week.
Do you have any idea what that's about, Rachel Quinn?
I have no earthly idea. I know she's been losing a lot recently. She's been getting increasingly angry on Twitter, and now she's calling herself we. I don't know what is going on. I'm scared.
Well, I think we're all scared.
It takes a lot to scare me.
I think we're all scared of what is going to happen of Rachel Quinn.
I ditched half a freaking hot dog in catering earlier today because I saw her coming.
Well, at least someone appreciates our catering, unlike Brandon Ace.
Yeah, what the hell was that? I like this. This is a nice
Thank you
table,
very
by the
much.
way. He was insulting the
please,
table.
Please don't.
I would know a lot, about tables.
Yeah, please don't crash anyone through this. It would be a shame if I went through it.
No promises. No promises.
Yeah. Any other blanket statements you would like to make about the state of COD, DVW, any other thing you would like to do?
I've been busy, actually, quite frankly, as of late. I've been joining quite a few feds. I had a weird dream that it was 3 years in the future yesterday. And, oh yeah, I joined GPW. People tend to forget how I debuted. That weird voice we heard a little earlier seemed very familiar. I remember him screaming as I put him through a table at Melee in Mexico.
That is correct. Eric DeVille's alter ego, Eric Rose, was the person that Jimmy Darrow debuted on in GPW, and currently he is currently has the volition of Arkham Asylum. If you know anything about them,
I am very familiar. I'm very familiar with those band of freaking costumed idiots. But I don't mean to distract from, of course, the show we are currently on, DVW, but to send a little bit of a message if they are listening. But I hear you loud and clear. You want a lot of things. You want to take over. You got Eric as the supposed king of hardcore, but quite frankly, I don't think he's lived up to that. You want the king of hardcore. I spent years on the deathmatch circuit, throwing myself through broken glass and barbed wire. You want to know who the true king of hardcore is? That guy you decided to piss off and attack? That's the true king.
Wow, what words from Jimmy Darrow. And I don't know any other way to finish off this segment than the powerful words that Jimmy Darrow has just said. Thank you so much for coming on the show. It was such a pleasure talking to you.
It's been real. It's been good
Definitely.
to be
Jimmy
on.
Darrow, ladies and
Missed the last
gentlemen.
episode, so. Peace.
Well, that's going to be all here for me, Tony Sparacio, and the rest of us here at DVW as we close off the final segment of Table Talk. I just want to get a little serious for you for a second. DVW takes a lot of hard work in the back, and we've been getting a lot of positive feedback, a little bit of negative feedback, but we appreciate all the feedback you can. And I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I know everybody in the back wants to thank you from the bottom of their heart as well. And until next time, I am Tony Sparacio signing off for DVW Table Talk.